guest just flew in town, homegirl Trina. What up?
Hello, how are you?
You're never in LA. What are
never.
you?
I'm trying to be more.
I know you need to. You brought the heat with you. It's like,
oh, the sun. It's Miami.
Well, this is probably cool to you. Like, we're all burning up out here, but you're used to that.
I love
Miami.
it. It's just like Miami to me. It's actually a little better because you have more of a breeze. Miami's really dry.
And no humidity.
No.
And it's not going to rain today.
Great.
So what brings you to LA first up?
I came out here for a wedding, a friend, very special, and I'm actually in the wedding tomorrow. I'm excited about it. So I think it's going to be a beautiful thing.
That's good. And you've got a lot of other things going on. I know you just dropped a mixtape that's crazy.
The mixtape Diamonds Are Forever. I'm really excited about it. Got a chance to work with a lot of people on it. The single off of it is Red Bottoms.
Yes.
Produced by Collie Park. I'm really excited to work with them. They were really great. And it was just a different type of record for me, something different. I was trying to transition and do a lot of different sounds and different stuff. So that was one of the chosen things of working with them. That whole ATL vibe, and it's really great.
Absolutely. We have Trina in the building. You're not going anywhere, right?
No, I'm going to stay with you for a little bit.
It's going down. DJ Skee, Trina, live from LA. Do not touch that dial. Rockin' DJ Skee, Trina up in the spot. So XXL, I think it gave you like the most consistent female rapper of all time. How does that feel?
That's
crazy,
great.
right?
You know what? Because I've been
like of all time.
Of all time. That's amazing. I've been just working so much. Even when people don't really see me, I'm still working. I actually tour all year.
Wow.
This is my 5th album. I'm actually done with the label and the projects there. I'm having a new situation, which is a secret, but you'll know soon. I think maybe I'll let you know first, so we'll keep up with that.
Okay, wait, what's your thoughts on it real quick on the state of the music business? Because when you came in, what was it like? It was, so the mainstream was what, 98?
Yeah, it was 98.
That's crazy.
And
that's when you'd sell millions and millions and millions of records.
Yeah.
And if you sold gold, like you weren't that successful. Like, you know, at that time. Now it's like if you sell gold, it's equivalent to going diamond. What's your thoughts on, like, you know, music is free now? Like, how do you make money being an artist?
You know what? It's so different. I think for the artists, it's more about branding and it's more about touring and a lot of performances. I mean, I think with the record sales, I think fans they like the artist. I think some of my fans that come to see me perform probably don't even have a Trina album. Yeah. They just want to see me in person. Yeah. And I'm like, do you have the album? Do you have the album? So I think it's more the state of music. It's fun. Everybody is just doing whatever they feel. The energy. I think it's just a different transition to when I first came out. When I first came out, it was more, you got to stay in a certain lane. You got to do this. You got to do this. And you wasn't really allowed to go outside of that. The labels wouldn't allow it. Now you have the creative control to do whatever you feel. Like you can go outside the box and do your thing. I think that's the most important thing. With this mixtape, that's what I did. I kind of had the chance to do what I felt. And I think I love that.
Absolutely. How has the brand of Trina grown since you first came out? Because you've evolved and gone through many different stages. How has that been? Because a lot of artists get in the same boat and are kind of the same forever. You've always kind of evolved with the times. And that's why you're still relevant. Most, artists have a couple years on the run.
I think for me, it's just constantly evolving. The brand is constantly evolving. I think now I'm at the peak to where it's time for Trina to take over the Trina brand. Right. Opposed to the years I've spent with the label and having people to tell me what they wanted me to do and to have a certain image and to put out a certain record. Now I'm all grown up. I can control what I want to do, what I don't want to do. And I think that's just a part of evolving and a part of me trying to take the music to more things.
Absolutely.
And I love it more better. I'm grown. I've grown through so many phases in the industry for music. From the beginning to now, and it's so different.
It's crazy. Trina's in the building. It's DJ Skee. Don't touch that dial. Again, DJ Skee, Trina. So we were talking about upcoming projects off the air, and I know you mentioned you might be doing some work with Ricky Rose.
Ricky Rose, yes, I'm very excited. I love him.
How long have you known Rick
Forever.
Ross? Because people don't realize he was out for a minute in the whole South Florida scene.
I was on tour, and I was taking his mixtapes on tour, promoting, like pushing them before he even came out, before people knew who he was. I did the soundtrack to All About the Benjamins, and the video was the first video off the soundtrack was with me and with Ross, and he actually was in the video. It was his first video.
I remember
he had on like the
that.
super extra small jersey.
I remember the jersey because that was the first video that he was in.
Smothering him to death, and it was like, but we had such a great time, and I've been knowing him like forever, like over 10 years, and we're like.
Live in the spot. So I want to talk about coming in the game. We were talking about XXL named you the most consistent female rapper of all time. What was it like coming in as a female rapper in this male-dominated industry?
Yikes. I would say like a little challenging at first.
I'm sure.
And mostly because I came in the game under a trick. It was a guy, and I was always around guys. I went on tour with guys. I always kind of like just watch the guys.
Yeah.
So I learned how to like be a beast in my own way and how to survive in the industry and how to stay afloat, because as females, we're a little emotional. We go through these phases, and
just a little bit.
You could close up, and the whole thing will seem weird. I think for myself, I constantly just like the challenge. I do records, I perform. Regardless of whatever it is, I just keep it moving. Yeah. If this don't work, I'm trying this. At some point, something is going to be what I want it to be.
Absolutely.
And I think working around so many guys, it just gave me that more, initiative to work harder and to know that you're facing these guys. I think I work harder than some of the guys in the game. And I come out and my album come out, I sell records more than some of the guys in the game. So to me, that just shows like consistency and hard work and dedication, and like I could really kill some of the guys in the game.
I think you do. And you actually spit. Like people don't realize, like a lot of females come out and try to get away with just looks or just like, you kind of have the total package. What advice would you give to female up and coming rappers?
I would just say you need to have your own mind. You have to be the creative controller of what it is that you want, because in a label full of guys, the guys and the female, it's a clashing thing. They don't really get it. They don't really get the female thing that we need. And I feel like as long as you stay focused, you're determined, you creative, you constantly just grind. You have to know what it means to grind. And I don't mean just putting out an album, dropping a mixtape, shooting a video, and everything is glitz and glamour, because it's not. So far beyond that. I mean, when I say grind, nonstop.
Absolutely.
Like nonstop grinding, just focus, surround yourself with great people. And because every day is not a good day. Every day is not a good day. And as a female artist, it comes with a lot. And you don't really know that until you get in the business. So I would just say, you just got to stay focused and I don't believe in the word no.
Yeah.
I constantly push the envelope beyond no, and I just feel like, hey, if I got this far, you're not going to tell me no.
That's good. We got Trina in the building. It's DJ Skee. Do not touch that dial. Hey, Skee, Trina. So what other music are you listening to? We talked about Miami hip hop. Like, what's on your iPhone, your iPod, whatever?
My iPod plays Beyonce 24/7, all day. That's my favorite artist in the entire nation. I listen to Beyonce. I have so many artists that I love. I love Rihanna. I love her album. Who else do I love?
There's a lot of good stuff. Have you heard of this kid? Speaking of LA stuff, there's this kid, Frank Ocean, from out here.
I love Frank Ocean, Novocaine. I love that. That's one of my favorite records right now that's playing. I love so many different artists. I love Chris Brown. I love...
It's crazy. He's had a big comeback, too.
Yeah, he is. He did an excellent job. Mixtape started off and the whole thing just blew up. I listen to a lot of different music. I don't even really listen to a lot of hip hop. Mostly I'm like an R&B kind of girl. I like the melodics, and I love the,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Trina in the building. It's going down. All right, so we got the mixtape out right now. The new single, Red Bottoms.
Yes, Red Bottoms.
Which is, you just shot a video for, or you're about to?
I'm about to shoot the video in a couple of weeks. I'm excited about it. We're trying to get it all together so it could be a super great video.
And then rest of the year, what is going on? When can we see the album? You got a date yet? Come on.
I haven't decided. We have a couple dates. I haven't gave the okay to officially say this date, just to make sure, because I know within a month or two I'm going in the studio with Ross, and that's going to be a whole nother...
It's going to be history.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. So I haven't really released any dates for it, but I have a lot of surprises.
What's the sound you're going for this time around on this album?
I think this time I want to go for a sound that I've really never had before.
Okay.
I want to try some different stuff. I want to switch up the whole sound, and I just want to challenge myself to do stuff that I wouldn't have normally done in my 5 albums. So it's almost like a shocker, opposed to, this is a great Trina record. We know, we love it. I wanted to be like, who is that? No way, it's not her. Are you crazy? It is. Yeah, like I want that.
Trina, thank you so much for sitting down with us. I hope you enjoy in LA. What are you
I love LA. I'm so excited. I love to come out here. I don't get to come out that much, but every time I do, I'm always having the best time.
It's a little cold. It's like your winter vacation in the summer, right?
Yeah, very much so.
How do you deal with that Miami heat? Like, not the team, but the,
I just love
weather.
It. It's so hot. I think you kind of get it. I think you get used to it. Once you're there so much.
I lived in Fort Lauderdale a couple of years when I was younger, so.
Yeah, what part of Fort Lauderdale?
I don't even remember because I was like 3 years old, but. I was just a kid, but I just remember the heat. And every time I go out there, I just like die. Like, you take like 8 showers a day.
Yeah. You just stay in all day.
Yeah, exactly. Trina in the building, mixtape out right now, video coming soon. Let's play Red Bottoms right here, and album sometime later this year.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Live from LA.
Thank you.
DJ Skee, Trina, we out of here.
Creme de la creme, homie. Top shelf.